Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to the Curious Expedition. Today we're playing as Sir Richard Francis Burton. I'm pretty sure he was a sir. This guy was the archetype of the British explorer. He went everywhere and saw everything. By some reports, by the end of his life, spoke 29 languages. Basically, if you have an idea in your head of a British explorer, probably that idea is based in some part on this guy's career, whether you know it or not. Of particular interest, I thought, he was very interested in sex and sexuality, especially the different ways that different cultures viewed sexuality, and he wrote quite a lot on the topic, which got him into trouble on a number of occasions, because back then polite society was not, did not talk about those things so openly. So we get to start with a British soldier who finds great satisfaction in combat. These guys give you sanity restoration from combat, and a native scout. And whiskey and torches and rope and spears. And polyglot, which is a handy, certainly a very handy perk to have. We're probably going to be combat heavy with this guy, but in a way that respects the natives, because we want to be able to take advantage of polyglot as much as possible. A well-to-do foreigner, yep, find his wife. I gotcha. This is something that we are capable of. I hope. He also has quite a mustache. Actually, the pictures on his Wikipedia page have some pretty wild facial hair in some of them. Alright, well, we're going to, I guess, grab some water in case I accidentally create a desert, and let's get out there. It looks like we do not start with a lot of inventory. So, wow, we start with double strong red dye. That's crazy. Polymath, in case anyone doesn't know what it is, rest in native villages with outstanding costs and get more sanity from doing so. Then we also have Combat Spirit and a soft red dye and a soft green dye with Geography and Scouting 1. So I'm assuming that the hexagons that appear on the expedition selection screen are only some of the things, and that Geography probably lets us see more of them. I can't think of any other way that would be what else that would possibly mean. So we're just going to go climb this hill real quick. See what we can see. So obviously we want to get to that village, but we have to find a way around these mountains. Okay, good. They end right there. Yeah, this increased viewing distance is pretty significant, actually. So we don't have any blue dice, though, which means that a number of the things that we usually are pretty good at, such as gambling our way through caves or convincing, we have no ability to convince a native to stay with us at the end of an expedition, because you have to roll a mind to do that. Let us reveal caves. We have some torches. So that's going to be tricky for us. I think we're probably going to go for increased viewing distance first. We'll level up the soldier eventually, but I honestly will probably level this guy up a second time before I level the soldier. Alright, we found the guy's wife, of course. I knew the language of this tribe and was soon able to communicate. We will trade with them. Oh, nice. They have two useful things. So we don't have a ton of stuff to trade. We can trade spears. What are we looking at here, value-wise? Oof. 40. Well, we have 20 value worth of ropes. We could go rope. We could go all of our ropes and then 2 torches. Assuming I want to hold the spears. I miscounted. All of our ropes plus 4 torches is the amount that we'd have to go. Let's do that. We'll fight something to get some of our sanity back. Obviously, we're going to refill here in the village too, since there's no sanity penalty. There's no reason, no standing penalty rather. There's no reason not to just stay repeatedly until you're full up. So let's take a nap. They politely offered us a strange-smelling alcoholic beverage. I've never had this go wrong, but I think there's probably a possibility that it could, right? That would make sense. Maybe if your standing is low. Anyway, they love that. Oh, wow, we get 50 sanity from that. We should just stay here and wait for help. I can understand what the villagers are saying, which is unusual. I guess there's no harm in... Ooh, we can recruit a water buffalo. We won't be able to convince a native to come with us, but we can definitely take an animal with us. That's awesome. Yeah. So I'm very happy about that. We're going to ride the water buffalo. I didn't ride the animals at all during my last adventure, and somebody pointed out, the moment I got the dinosaur, I should have started riding the dinosaur, because why on earth would you not ride a dinosaur? That person is absolutely correct. I am so embarrassed. Of course I should have ridden the dinosaur. There's a lot of other things I should have done differently, but number one is I should have ridden that dinosaur. Okay, let's see if this guy shows us the good stuff. We could not help but think he was hiding something from us. I wonder if there's any way to influence that. Okay, I love this. Actually, there's no way in hell that I'm going to be able to trade for all that. I have nothing of value. This has a value 40. So the elephant tusks only have half as much value as they have funds. So it actually is to my benefit to trade, like, the goblet. Unless I was going to spend the goblet for fame. I could do this. I can't get any chocolate back. You can't give me like a little discount? Just take the... Here, I can't... Let's not trade all of this stuff. Can I just get one? He's being very difficult. Alright, I think I'm going to do this. I think it's more important to secure funding than fame at the beginning of the game. The fame will come, but we want to make sure that we have the materials necessary to survive out here. So I'm going to go ahead and trade a little fame for a little funding. And these are worth more funding than value, so I don't want to do that. Okay. Yeah, that seems reasonable. We don't have the option of attacking the traders, which... I would absolutely do, but I'm assuming also everybody else would absolutely do almost all the time, because it would have to be very, very difficult to beat them in order for that not to be a sensible thing to do. It's a good balanced decision not to have them be attackable. Okay, so there's something up here that we definitely can't get. Compass is complete and shows us that it's over here somewhere. Crossing the shallow water is a little bit more pressing on our sanity. Okay, we do have a purple dye until we get rid of Revezu Hodu, which will allow us to try things like this, but it's not great. Okay, we found a failed expedition. We don't even know what nationality they were. What fools we are. Okay, a bunch of ropes and whiskey. That's actually pretty handy. We are probably going to have to hit some of this whiskey. It's good to keep your spirits high, because if you get events while your sanity is low, they're more likely to be negative. Oh. It's a spring. Oh, giant crab. Okay, we gotta be real careful. I do not want to fight the giant crab. I had a really bad experience. Alright, I'm gonna rest one time. Zesuk had been scouting the area. Upon his return, he described her findings of this area and marked a few spots on our map. It's a pronoun thing getting missed there. I've written text things. I know it's easy to whiff a spot or two. You're just typing and you type in her instead of calling the function. Because that's how your brain works. Okay, so we definitely drank more whiskey than we needed. This looks like it's just a stone statue, so there's probably loot at it, but I don't want to... It may not be fame-increasing loot. It probably is not fame-increasing loot. It's probably just like some rations or something, and I don't want to anger the crab man. I don't want to anger the crab man! This is history! We so rarely use the present tense when discussing history. Alright, that went pretty smoothly. So we could go for the occult vision, we could go waterproof, we could go desert explorer. You know, we don't often do this. I'm going to try taking one of these. I'm going to take desert explorer. We're going to try to aim for deserts. We almost never take the terrain-specific ones because they're so limited, and I want to see if they make enough of a difference that it's really sensible. So I think we're going to take no bonus fame from treasures here. We're just going to load way up on this stuff, and we did not roll a desert. But this, the monstrous jungle has more has more hexagons. That's basically all I'm counting there. Alright, so we get a reward, 70 funds. This puts us in a really good position. I think, honestly, the best thing to do may even be to double up the water buffalo's saddle. Okay, so what is this? A one-eyed hunter greeted me this morning. He's heard about my trek and told me a story about an evil hyena called Rattled. He despised the creature with all his heart and wanted to end the monstrosity. A worthwhile purse would await me if we were able to return with its skin. Well, I've never actually completed that one, so let's do it. So here's a question. Do I want a soldier who is an expert at whiskey? That's a hell of a euphemism. Or do I want to bring an artist and try to do painting stuff? Let's go for the artist. Let's vary our crew a little bit. Oh, and he came with some empty canvas. That's lovely. I was just thinking, boy, I hope there's some canvas available. I kind of don't want to have the whiskey with us. I know that whiskey is useful, but I may throw it in the hold just because I'm really nervous about the negative effects of the whiskey. So let's think about this for a second. I could spend 150 funds on saddle improvements. If I did that, what would I want to take with me? It's a jungle, so we want to bring machetes. I think probably even a stack of machetes seems sensible. These are 10 each. We probably want some climbing gear. Probably some torches. So I could do this. Or maybe this. And have enough funding to improve my saddle. I think this is what I'm going to do. Maybe this is what I'm going to do. We're pretty okay fighters. So let's pump up the saddle here. I may be making a little it's a good play as far as increasing our ability to continue growing. It's sort of an engine play, but it is a little bit dangerous. Let's just begin the expedition. We have a slot of water already, so we can toss that if we need to. A rare black hyena. Oh, we found a shaman's hut. So what do we have here? A treasure map. This is why I bought a shovel. I was hoping for one of these. Targeted teleportation and effortless movement are both incredibly good. We have to, I think, trade for these fairly aggressively. The spear is neat, but I really, really want to get both of these. So let's go like... Spear's worth 8. And then we trade like... Yeah, I think that's sensible. Targeted teleportation is the most powerful thing in the whole game, as far as I can tell. And a treasure map is just good. It's just you're paying 20, you're paying 25 value because you have to use your shovel to get a treasure, which is usually going to be worth between 40 and 70 funds. It's a pretty good deal. All right, so let's see what this looks like. Plus, I enjoy trying to figure out the thing. So we're looking for 2 mountains with a lot of forest around them. Like, this is right. I think this is it right here, actually. Yep. That was remarkably easy. I probably should have stopped there on the way. Alright, after many exhaustive hours and a broken shovel, our excavation proved successful. We found the Necronomicon. An old, heavy, leather-bound book with metal clasps by author Abdul Al-Hazred. So it looks like I can use it. Unlocking Lovecraft just requires that I find it, right? I don't have to open it. What happens if I do open it? I can't help myself. After a brisk inspection of the grimoire, I ripped out some of its unholy pages. Oh. Oh, you can use it and it costs sanity, but it gives tome pages. And we have a free way of restoring sanity by staying in villages. Oh, that's so good. Okay, this is powerful. Lovecraft unlocked. Awesome. Powerful but dangerous. I guess just like the Necronomicon is supposed to be. Please reveal settlements. I would very much like to know settlements. Oh, we do want to get him cleansed eventually because that really sucks. That village is right next to a geyser. Okay, it says inactive. Does that mean just now or, like, in general? If we can find something to fight, we can get some sanity back from that. Alright, let's take a little trip. That doesn't look great. Is that village gonna be okay? Nope. Well, I'm glad we didn't head over there right away. I am not willing to take those things. I am willing to level you up. So you gained a red die. That's what we needed, was more red dice. Well, a shotgun would be great for this party, because the shotgun seems to play really well with red dice. I was counting on that village for sanity. Let's just eat all the chocolate, I guess. Ugh, we have 51. And I don't see any hyenas at all, frankly. Frustratingly. There's a cave over there. How are we doing on this? 78%, and it's showing us roughly down left. We may end up botching this snarf rattle thing. Because I assume that, yeah, the village isn't there anymore when the geyser ends. How was that village there for, like, who knows how long, until we showed up? And then all of a sudden it was consumed by a geyser. Bananas. Absolutely crazy. This is bad. Okay, let's go to this cave and hope that there's an expedition inside that... Okay, mushrooms. What do we got? Purple mushroom, tastes delicious, and problems seem to be gone for some moments. And, of course, the wonderful blue mushrooms. So purple mushrooms, I'm assuming, work the same as the, Oh, no, they don't. I was gonna say, I assume they work the same as the tome page of Easy Travel. Do I need to employ these targeted teleportation pages already? Because, like, I could teleport to right here, right? And then hit the shrine, get the butterfly, and then try to teleport to somewhere else. I almost know enough. I'm going to do this. It's going to reveal a ton of information. And hot springs. Beautiful. First of all, paint the landscape. Great. Then rest. Okay. This was the edge of despair. Even the warming flames of the campfire did naught to ease our minds. We're doing great! Everybody was lost in their own troubles when suddenly Captain Louis Fry stood in front of the group and shouted into our faces that not all hope was lost. He expounded about never giving up, and after a while we started to cheer and laugh at ourselves. He somehow rallied the group and gave us new hope. Wow. That's weird. It's weird that that happened. I'm gonna rest one more time. We're going all the way to the fall. The mood was buoyant as I ordered wood to be gathered for a fire. This night we had a supernatural occurrence. The spirits of dead natives approached us. They told us they had been killed by unnatural monsters breeding in a nearby cave. If we would avenge them and hunt down the monsters, they promised that we would find a worthwhile magical reward on their corpses. We didn't do this last time, and I really want to. Alright, they told us the location of the cave, and then disappeared into the night. Okay, well, I think we should go over here. I have no idea where this hyena is going to roam. This is a better location, obviously, than this one. But I really do want to fight the hyena because we just don't know. Also, let's gain some more sanity from fighting. Alright, I'm going to trust that the hyena will go north. It did not, although it turns out that the other space wouldn't actually have been what we were looking for anyway. Okay, so we can do this on our way out. Fight that hyena on the way out. Let's go over to here. In the service of going toward this cave, we may end up targeted teleportationing our way back. To that end, we are going to, first of all, paint the shrine, and then steal everything from it. Yoink. Huge mountains! That was actually kind of helpful. In that it made a lot of it made a lot of the terrain more pleasant. It is sort of a bummer in that you know, there's a mountain between us and the cave we wanted to enter now. Well, I think it's worth it to head up here, and we're just gonna deal. I'm gonna take another one of these, and no, it doesn't seem to do anything. It must have something to do with, from the wording, it must have something to do with curing mental ailments, maybe? Alright, please say this is open. It is. Oh! Okay, apparently Rattled, it does not just look like any random hyena. So let's hopefully get in a fight, damn it, before an event. Oh no. Zesuk and Captain Louis Fry escalated into a raucous argument. A moment later, the pair were at each other's throats and trying to strangle each other with grave intent. Alright, let's... Okay, got our sword. Let's arrest him. We restrained him and separated the two. The pair simmered down, but there lingered an air of hatred. Not happy. But if we fight Rattled, alright, we can get some sanity back. So he is terrifying, and he has 16 health, and we don't have even a single, shoot. We don't have even a single medical supply, is what I was thinking. Alright, so that's one hyena down. Let's go I. Damn it. Okay, well we can kill that hyena next turn. It's possible we weren't actually ready for this. But if we can kill this hyena, I think we're going to be okay. So what do these do exactly? Nothing by themselves, but we get a... Oh, we get 5 damage out of it doing like this. And then I'm going to hold the swords and try to roll... Actually, horns is 4 damage, right? Yeah, okay, so we'll just kill this hyena now. Okay, so the hand's not useful. And this guy's at 9. Well, we will probably kill him next round unless he removes a bunch of people from the fight here. He did remove 1. We lost our blue die. I don't care for that. I don't care for that either. Oh boy. He has 3 dice. Like, 4 points of shielding is nothing. Okay, well, we'll probably get him next turn. Yeah, we're all injured now. We can't really complete the quest for those spirits. Oh man, this is actually gonna kill us, isn't it? Yep, he killed us. Well, shit. So that happened. Alright. We unlocked HP Lovecraft, though. Let's have a quick look at what he does. Cosmic Indifferentism. Improves usage of the Necronomicon at the cost of lower max sanity. He starts with a Necronomicon and a pistol, and the metal cube that I have no idea what it is, and a British soldier and a Scottish soldier and a donkey. Well, you know what? I think that's going to be it for this episode, unfortunately. My morale is damaged somewhat. But we unlocked a character, and that's all that really matters. And next time, I think we're just going to take him out there, because I'm really curious. So, come back next time for that, and we'll see you then.